And what I want to do, Sam, with you, I want to play a game. I want to have a game show. This is very exciting. So, what that means for us, unfortunately, I found our old live stream tech from the pandemic, benefits of being in the building, which means I've got a list of buttons in front of me here to make this bit quite interactive, so you can play along, and so can the ladies and gentlemen at home. So I can press a button here, which means in the top corner we can be on brand,
Oh,
or we could not be on brand, or we could be on brand. But that's very exciting. So let's play a game, Simon. You are our one and only contestant, but people can play along in the comments. And Simon, I know what you're thinking. What's the name of the game?
Jack, the one thing that's in my mind is what's the name of the game?
That's correct, Simon. The name of the game is called What's the Name of the Game? We have graphics, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so sorry for the next 10 to 15 minutes, but I'm very excited. Welcome to the game called What's the Name of the Game? The aim of the name of the game, which is going to be increasingly harder to say, I have got a list of businesses in front of me with different names, some of my favorite business names that I have ever found. Some of them are real, some of them are not. The aim of What's the Name of the Game is for you to decide which ones I've made up and which ones are real businesses running right now. So I've
Right.
got six questions
I'm
coming
really
up,
nervous, Jack.
six businesses. I've got a tester one, so we'll do one tester just so you understand it.
Okay.
So, business number one, is this a real or is this a fake business? Perky Blenders. Is Perky Blenders a real or fake business? And a follow-up question for me and you, Sam. What could Perky Blenders do?
Okay, so I think this is a brilliant name. If it's not real, I'm going to be very upset. I think this is a real business, and I think they make smoothies.
They make smoothies. Very interesting. That actually, I feel like makes more sense. But Perky Blenders is a real business. People in the chats are also saying it's real. Perky Blenders is a coffee roasters based out of East London. They've had collaborations with Nescafe recently, I've seen as well.
Let's
That's
go
where
there.
I've noticed them. Yeah, Perky
Let's go.
Blenders. The fact they're not based out of Birmingham is a missed opportunity, but we'll move on with that. So that's how the game is going to work, Simon.
I get it,
Uh,
Jack. I'm excited
some
now.
of them will be real, right? We'll dive in fully to the game. Here we go. Let's hope we don't get cancelled for the next 15. Question number one, is Prince Charming a real or a fake business, Simon? And what do you think Prince Charming would do?
Um, I think this is a real business, Jack, and I think there are printers.
Very interesting. We started off easy. Yes, of course, Prince Charming is real. Prince Charming is a real printing company based out of Fife in Scotland. All of these are
I
real
love that.
businesses
Have we
that you
been
can
there? We should
search
go
and
there. We
dive
went to
online.
Fife, didn't we?
We have been to Fife. I didn't get anything printed there, but it was a while
Why
ago.
not?
Well, I didn't know that Prince
Prince
Charming's
Charming.
existed.
Love it.
Good stuff. Question number two, Simon.
I'm doing well, Jack. I've got 2 points
Surprisingly
of
good. I feel like I need to trick you. Uh, the Wolf of Small Treats, is that a real or fake business? And what does the Wolf of Small Treats do?
okay, so this is one of those, this is going to be one of those things that if it's not a real business, we have to start it. Look, I'm not really a dog person. It's probably alienated myself from about 70% of our audience now. But I would imagine that the Wolf of Small Treats, if it was a real business, and I'm not committing yet, Jack, because the stakes are high, I think this would be a dog treat business and it would be cool. However, because I know you, I think you've made this up. I don't think this is a real business. If it was one, it would be a dog treat company. This is not a real business.
The Wolf of Small Treats is not a real business,
Yes.
but you're right. It absolutely should be. My original thought when it came to this was actually a sweet shop. Um, Shelley in the comments have put, "Was I dressed as Little Red Riding Hood when I thought of this one?" um, I thought it could
Shelley,
have been a shoe
tune in
shop,
for next week's episode, next month's episode, when Jack does actually dress as Little Red Riding Hood for this segment of the show. Should it remain in the show?
but I love it. It should also be a pet food business. Um, but this one, yeah, it's hard to to come up with these and be like, is it real? Is it not? So you've got that one correct as well. The next one coming up, Simon. Sherlock Holmes. Is Sherlock Holmes a real or fake business?
I really want this one to not be real because it's so bad. Uh, which means it's real. I think this is a locksmith company, probably in Swindon, and I think Sherlock Holmes is a real thing.
Sherlock Holmes, please put your answers in the comments. People are playing along in the comments,
I
Simon.
love that they're
I'm
playing
so,
along.
so
That's
excited
brilliant.
by this. Um, Absolutely. Sherlock Holmes is, of course, a real business. It is a locksmiths based in Hastings
Hastings,
in the
okay.
UK. There he is there. What I love the most about Sherlock Holmes, and actually, this business was the inspiration for this entire game because Sherlock Holmes was the winner of Best Business Name 2024 with Simply Business, which is fantastic. I just love that he's got this award.
Right,
Um,
Jack, I want us to win that award.
yes.
And maybe the Wolf of Small Trees could be one of our contentions.
Is it? We've really gone off the deep end now. Oh
I
my
love that guy. What a genius.
God, there he
Marketing
is
genius.
in his little van. I'm so excited. What do you think of my graphics, Simon?
Jack, I'm almost as excited as you.
I don't think that's possible. We've got a couple left, Simon, of this
Hit me,
game.
Jack.
You're doing very, very well so far. The next business coming up. We Will Rock Shoes. Is We Will Rock Shoes a real or a fake business?
Oh God, I hate you so much sometimes. Okay. Now this is probably the trickiest one. This is one that could go either way out of all of them, I think. I think this is not a real business. I think this is another Jack Aling rabbit out of a hat.
Someone in the comments has said, "Oh dear." Yes, that
Kerry
summarizes
Kerry
the
thinks
entire.
it's fake.
Of course, We Will Rock Shoes is not a real business, but it should be a shoe shop somewhere in Camden. Um,
Jack, do you know what's going to happen? If this segment stays, and I hope it does, because I'm
oh
enjoying it a
no,
little bit too much.
oh no.
Um, we're going to end up having to start one of these things because whether it comes from, by the way, guys, stick your own ones in the comments. We would
Oh
love to hear your
please,
business name
please.
ideas too, for two reasons. One, because I want to win that award for best business name. Two, I think it would be really funny to actually go and start a business based on some of the shenanigans that you get up to, or any ideas from our audience as well. So that's
Absolutely.
annoyingly genius and a total distraction from what we should be doing. Let's do it.
Uh, the hardest bit about this whole game was having to come up with them by myself. The fun of these conversations is we our wordplay games should definitely not be broadcast live on the internet, but are stuff of legend. But it's very hard when you don't have anyone to bounce off of. People are loving the game show. This is good stuff. I have two more for you, Simon, on this game show. The next business is Apocalypse Cow, a real or fake business?
Oh, it should absolutely be real. I would say this is a real business. Um, uh, it absolutely should be a real business, and it should
What?
be.
Yeah, what should Apocalypse Now be? Cow.
Okay, my head went originally to a good place, and now it's gone to a dark place.
Oh
So
no.
we may get cancelled as a result of what I'm about to say. Vegans and vegetarians, please look away. Apocalypse. That's right, Jack. Granddad's lost control of his face again. Apocalypse Cow. My head first went, wouldn't that be a really cool milkshake company? You know, like a shake away kind of place,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Yeah, yeah. Because yeah, and then I went, oh well, if it's Apocalypse Cow, then it's more likely to be a butcher's. Um,
Well, I can
Jack,
put you
help
out.
me out.
I can put you out of your suspense, Simon. Apocalypse Cow is real,
I love
but
it.
it is neither of what you suggested. Apocalypse
Oh,
Now, of course, is a barbecue restaurant in Birmingham.
we should go there. That's close to
Apologies.
me.
Apologies to vegetarians tuning in this morning, but the pun was too good. You can go visit Apocalypse Cow. Simon, I have one more left of this game. I wish I had 50 more, but I
I
only
have mixed views and opinions about that, Jack. Please continue.
the final uh, real or fake business of this game is Ace of Shades, a real or fake business.
Ace of Shades. I think this is a real business, Jack.
What would Ace of Shades do?
Uh, it's either sunglasses or those things that we don't really need in the UK that you put in the windscreen so that the car doesn't cook. But they have them in America and other countries with sun. Ace of Shades. It's sunglasses or it's. Do you know what, Jack? I'm going to say it's not a real business. I think you've made it up.
Okay, very interesting turn of events at the end of the game there. Ace of Shades is both.
What?
And here's what I mean by that. Ace of Shades, I was very, very excited to create this in my own head. Ace of Shades, of course, was what I believe to be a fake sunglasses business. Put it all down, made the slides, put the graphics in. Then I went, I never Googled Ace of Shades. So I did Google Ace of Shades. It's not a sunglasses business, but it is a lampshade business running out of Brooklyn, New York.
Amazing.
So I'll give you points, and for those at home, you get points regardless of which one because it was created as a fake business. But of course, in 2025, of course, it's a real business.
What a time to be alive. I love how that is branding wise, that's the least Motorhead like brand that you could see. Antique, vintage inspired, handmade lampshades. I can just imagine Lemmy, and may he rest in peace, having one of these in his bedroom. Jack, I
Uh,
love your segment. Guys, please tell us in the comments, should this segment remain? It should remain just for the name of it because I can't even say it. Like I'm pretty impressed that you've been able to say it 3 or 4 times. Should this segment remain? I think it should. Tell us in the comments. What do you reckon? By my calculations, Jack, and I, as you know, I am often not competitive, but when it comes to things like this, I am.
absolutely.
And by my calculations, I've got 415 points. So I
Fantastic.
think
Congratulations to the winners at home as well.
yeah,